My name is Randy Bigley. Joining me now from the Crawford Soil Water Conservation District, Mike Hall. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning, Randy. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. We're heading, of course, we're way into the fall season.
Yes, we are. Today especially, it feels like fall. I mean,
Yeah,
mild
feels kind of like
winter
winter.
today.
Exactly. So, what do you guys do during that time?
Yeah. So, well, the office, we'll get busy. Finishing up the construction season from the waterways and things like that. So, and then we're transitioning into our design phases of that, getting prepared for next year. So it's the surveys and the designs and things like that that are coming up now, that we'll work on all winter long in preparation for when the ground gets fit next spring and next fall and summer to get those projects on the ground then. So this is kind of our paperwork time period where we're designing everything on paper using AutoCAD a lot and doing all our engineering right now. So yeah, it's a busy time in the office. It's kind of nice. It switches and changes, but
yeah,
when it's days like this where it's unseasonably chilly, it's kind of nice to have something inside to
yes,
do.
it is.
Well. But,
yeah. So what do you have going on right now?
Yeah, so we have right now. One of the good things that we like to talk to people about now, and seems to be a good time to do this, is fertility. Whether you're talking, a lot of people are wanting to fertilize lawns or gardens or even crop fields. A good thing to do is to get those tested and now soil tested, and now is a good time to soil test. I mean, this is the perfect time. We got drier weather. It's gives you plenty of time to get the analysis back and analyze it for next year's fertilizers that you want to put on. And so, we offer a program at the office where we'll do a turnkey soil testing program. So you can bring us a soil analysis into the office. And we also, if you contact the office, we can walk you through how to take that soil sample. It's not just walking out in the garden or into the field or into your lawn and digging a hole and throwing it in a bag. There's a little more to it than that. There's a little more science. There's a little more, repetition to it. Soil tests are highly variable, so our goal is to take that variability and decrease it as much as possible to fit your site. So we can walk you through the process there. We have some flyers and things like that kind of step by step how to do it, what to do. But it's a pretty simple process. You just have to take as many plugs, I'll say, as possible that you're able to take, the better. The more you can take, the better. And then whatever that area is, you sample that area, mix that soil all together, and then bring one sample into us. And then we send that sample off to a lab.
Okay.
We will get the results back then on that soil test, and that'll tell us what's in that soil, from the pH of the soil, the acidity of the soil, how much phosphorus, how much nitrogen, how much potassium. It'll even go into the sulfurs and the micronutrients and things like that in the soil. And then we can determine what you need fertilizer-wise based off of that analysis.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's a really a handy thing, and
Sure.
and this is necessary, for a lot of lawns out there are over fertilized.
Mm-hmm.
So you might take a quick sample out of your lawn, and realize that you might have a couple 100 pounds of phosphorus sitting out there. So why are you throwing phosphorus on when the lawn can only pull so much out in a given year anyway?
Right.
You have more than enough there already. You don't need to put it on. So there's money saved if you are thinking about putting that on. Same with the nitrogen. There's always available nitrogen in there, whether it's organic or highly available ammonia nitrogen. That's there. We can tell you where those levels are at in that snapshot from that sample. So it's a great way to kind of get an idea where you're at. For gardens, it's perfect.
Sure. Right.
For farm fields, it's perfect.
Right.
Farmers do this on a regular basis.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes we've been seeing an uptick in gardens and things like that being sent to us, lawns being sent to us. Most of the time, what we're getting is, my tomatoes didn't grow like I wanted them to, or my cucumbers died, or whatever it happens to be. And we'll get those analysis in. Then we can try to tailor that and see if there are any issues with your soil. Now, sometimes it doesn't have anything to do with your soil, or it's something that's much more detailed than what that soil analysis will show. But we can at least rule out that it's not a lack of nutrients that caused an issue with a lack of production or subpar production in some people's minds. So it's a great thing to do, and like I said, this is the time of year to be doing that.
Yeah.
This is perfect.
Right. So go out there and get your samples. I think a lot more people are doing gardens these days at their homes.
Yes,
You know, because
sure.
with the economy the way it is too, people are planting their own gardens now.
Yep.
So that's probably why you're seeing a lot more soil testing.
Right, and
Yeah.
and you know, and sometimes you can, you
Yeah.
know, people were establishing a new garden, so you want to kind of, where's my baseline at? Where am I at with this? You know, those soil tests will bring back organic matter and things like that too. So we can tell you, you know, how you know, nutrient rich your soil is based on that analysis. You know, the biggest one is pH.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And that's one of the hardest ones to change too. There's a lot of products out there, but some of them are quick hitters and then they're gone. Other ones are longer lasting, but they take longer to do. I prefer the longer lasting ones like your limes or things like that.
Sure.
But you need the time now. That's why for soil testing now is the time to do that. It gives you the time over the winter for that to react with the soil and create the environment that you need for the spring planting, whether it's a garden or crop.
All right.
So
So how do somebody wants a sample done, how they do that?
yeah, so basically just give the office a call. We're available at 419-562-8280. You can look us up on the website as well, www.crawfordswcd.org. Our information's on there. But yeah, just give us a call. We can walk you through that. We can, you know, if we can email you or whatever the step-by-step process. The samples it's a $25 charge, but that includes the analysis and shipping and everything. So you just bring us that soil sample in, write us a check for $25, and we'll get the results, and we'll call you with the results. And it takes about 10 days to 2 weeks to get them back.
Okay.
You know.
So right now is a great time when you're not doing anything.
Yes,
yet.
exactly. And most people are wanting something to do in the fall anyway.
Sure.
You know, and it's a great time to do it. And then I'll switch gears a little bit too. So then you talk about, you get the soil analysis. You know, a lot of people were into the composting, whether it's your leaves, because we have a ton of leaves coming down now.
Sure.
You know, some people will throw those into a compost bin along with kitchen scraps or yard clippings, whatever. That compost is a great source of nutrients. Also, some people, backyard chicken flocks are huge now.
Yeah.
You know, there's people that have manure as well. So you could be a large farmer that has manure, you know, and has 2,500 head of hog, or you could be somebody that has a backyard flock of 6 chickens. Manure is the same. There's nutrient value in that.
Yeah.
So we can also send those manure analysis in. If you collect some, we can send that in and then tell you what the nutrients are in that manure.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
If you take that then and couple it with a garden sample, let's say, we can tell you that how much that manure needs to go on that garden to grow whatever vegetable you want. And that's the turnkey. That's the whole circle there. You know, you get your soil analysis that says what the soil is. Here's the nutrients I'm going to put on.
Yeah.
Or, you know, is that enough? Do I need to supplement? Is it, you know, or am I putting too much on? You know, those are all things that we can tell you based off of that. So, you know, there's a lot of opportunities for growing your own food in your backyard, or like a lot of farmers already grow, you know, their crops in the fields use this same process. And it's available across the boards too, you know, whether it's 80-acre field or a 80 square foot garden.
Sure.
So.
Sure. What else you got, Mike?
I did want to mention that we have a couple of programs that are available now. One of them is our Northwest Ohio Windbreak Program, and this is a really interesting program we have available at the office right now. This is for to plant tree windbreaks in agricultural settings, so in ag fields or whatever. The minimum parcel size, you have to have at least a 10-acre parcel to be eligible. But if you do and you're willing to plant windbreak, the Division of Wildlife or Division of Forestry will come in and plant that windbreak for you for 35 cents a foot. That includes the trees.
Really?
They will guarantee survival of those trees for the first year. And if they don't, then they will come back in and plant it. If the trees die, they will come back in and plant it. Or if you just lose, like I think it's less than 20%, they'll give you new trees. So there's a guarantee on that.
Yeah.
the nice thing about it is that there is a program that we also offer that offsets the cost of that 35 cents.
Well, that's great. Yeah,
So you end
yeah,
up paying a few
Yeah.
cents a foot
yeah,
for the trees and someone else to plant it.
yeah.
And then you also get the program benefits from the offsetting that cost.
Wow.
And you know, it's a great program. It's underutilized in the county,
Yeah,
I would say.
Yeah.
Years ago, we used to put these in all the time. Here lately, it just seems like they've. So I don't know if it's the word's getting out, or maybe we saturated the people that want to do the windbreaks. But it's a great way to protect a field or protect a property from the winds of the winter.
Sure. Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. Right. Oh yeah.
So
Most
if you're interested in that, give the SWCD office a call again, 419-562-8280. We can get you that application. The applications do have to be submitted before December 1st, so you've got till December 1st if you're interested in that program. The second other program I wanted to mention is, you know, we do have our waterway program, which is a huge program. We do tons and tons of waterways a year. I think we end up with close to 30 different waterways this year that we put in. And as you're in the fields harvesting or you know working ground, whatever, and you notice those gullies and stuff like that, you know, be aware that there is a program out there that we can control those and fix those for you. Again, it's a turnkey program. Call us up, let us know where, and we'll take a look at it and analyze it and take it from there and walk you through the whole process. So, you know, there's a couple of good programs we have available this fall, along with that newer fertility program and soil testing program that we got. So, if you have any questions about any of that, don't hesitate to get in touch with the Crawford Stormwater office, and we'll help you the best we can.
All right, Mike. Well, thank you so much for coming
Thank
in
you,
today.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.